And we should be hitting it live here. What's going on, El Rayo? If you can hear us, let us know. I don't know how much of a delay there is between us and YouTube, but we see you. Welcome, welcome. And let's see what we got going on here. I'm going to check on our end here. Okay, it looks like it's going pretty good.
Oh, yeah. We're in it to win it.
Yeah, sounds good. Looks good. Okay, yeah, we're making some progress. Alrighty. Nice. So, made some pretty dang good hot cocoa, if I do say so myself.
Is it homemade?
What's happening, bud? Yes, actually. Well, I had a little help from a packet, but that was just for the extra bits. I put actually, my wife made Christmas fudge, like I told you, and I put that. Oh, absolutely, sir. We cannot wait to talk ourselves, and I actually can't wait to watch this one because Luke, tell us your story about this. We might as well start getting into it. We know El Rayo is going to hang out with us for most, if not the entire time. So,
I mean,
you've been pretty consistent each time we brought this film up that you kind of have a little bit of a beef with it.
there's not that much of a history with me in this film. I've only seen it one time, and this was way back when, probably in the mid 2000s. So I haven't seen it since then.
Gotcha.
I wasn't that pleased with it, so I'm curious to give it a second watch here, and see if my taste may have changed, may have evolved, or maybe I just I'm not as guarded as I used to be, especially after Malignant. So we'll see if my opinion changes on this one.
I like that that's the horror movie you cite as the one that kind of opened your
That's it.
mind up to some of these trash horror films that I love so much. Because
It awakened my other person in the back of my head, that
ah,
loves these trash horror films. So
very good reference. I like that. Yeah, so pretty much really where we're going with it would just be like for me, I put this on the same level as like a Thanksgiving.
yes,
Like this is gonna be awesome. This is one of those things where it's like I enjoy putting this movie on. I remember I showed it to my cousins a few years ago, and they had no clue what they were in for, and it was a good bit of fun. So I'm excited for you to actually rewatch this again. So you said you haven't seen it since the early 2000s?
I mean, I think it was mid. So I mean,
Mm.
maybe 2005, 2006. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
it's been a very long time. So that's why I'm saying, like, I was harsh on it back then. Maybe it's because I didn't know what I was getting into. It was a pick up a video rental store, and then it was just like, well, all right. I just want to watch a horror movie, and it this one, I wanted a straight up horror movie. Is what I was looking for.
Hmm.
And this didn't really pan out. So after Thanksgiving and everything, and me, not really giving that one a bad rating at all. So I don't know. Jack Frost seems to have, especially like looking at a couple clips, has a little more gravitas to it, maybe.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't say gravitas might not be the right word, but this is definitely they threw a lot into this movie, and I appreciate it to no end. Um, yeah, El Rayo's talking. He watched Liar Liar with his dad. I actually love that movie. That movie, as we know, has Tiffany from Chucky in there, so we can get a little bit of a horror pull there. How do you feel about Liar Liar, Luke?
Oh man, I love Liar Liar. I love Jim Carrey, so
Mm,
I can't get enough of him. And
no,
then plus
I
there's
get you.
he's taking his son to see a cage match with I think the Macho Man Randy Savage. So great
Oh,
reference
was
there.
it Macho Man at the time?
Yep, that's what he referenced, which didn't make any sense. I think you could tell that they had no idea what they were talking about, the writers, because I think they mixed WWE as well as the Macho Man Randy Savage when he wasn't even in WWE at the time. It doesn't make any sense, but
So,
I still loved it
if
anyway.
you're a fan, and he watched the Gremlins kill count. I've yet to watch Gremlins this year. I'm going to probably. I would have said tonight, but I finally pulled the trigger. They have a good sale going on Voodoo right now. And I just got Pearl and X on digital, so I'm probably gonna watch Pearl again because I love that. Plus, we're coming up on our best of the year list, which we got to start formulating. I kind of have mine figured out. I would say I sat down for a couple hours the other night, just kind of between doing other things, just kind of adding things, taking away things, looking at stuff. Like a lot of stuff to pick through, man. I got 3 honorable mentions at the time of this recording, and that could go up. So, and if you haven't noticed, Luke, I forgot to mention I did. Can you hear the Christmas music that I added to the stream?
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
At first, it was jarring. I didn't know where this was coming from.
Night. Hey, what's up, Dante? Yeah, this is my buddy from work here. This is Dante. He's a great dude. He's showing up in the stream. Thank you for showing your support, brother. I appreciate it. I hope your Christmas is going well.
Oh man, great to have you here. Nice to meet you too.
And I'm sick, but I'm feeling pretty good and want to watch the stream. We appreciate it, El Rayo. Absolutely. Thank you for showing up. We also appreciate all the comments. You seriously are our number 1 fan. And like, we really appreciate that. Always showing the support and letting people know about us. And I can't thank you enough. And since our last stream, thank you for your the video you made on it. So it was super fun. That was cool. Thank you.
Gosh, it was wonderful. Anytime you leave a comment, it brings a smile to my face. I'll tell you that.
Yes, absolutely. And then let's see here. Yeah, so we're probably going to get started here in just a minute. We'll kick it over. Again, if you guys have access to it and you're trying to watch it, I will mention it a couple times through the stream. I put it on a few posts. We're watching this on Peacock. So if you have Peacock, if you have access to it, you can watch it on there. If not, I mean, if you got a copy, go ahead and throw that in. I think they should relatively line up pretty close, but I will obviously be putting out the time codes. And just for an update I know Dante's near us, but I don't know where you're stationed out, El Rayo. You don't have to let us know. But it is -4 right now in Ohio for us. It's been a very, very cold day. And
a little snowy.
Yeah, a little snowy. Not as bad as snow as I thought it was going to be. Oh, actually, I lied. It's -5 right now with crazy high wind chill. So not fun. But I'd say the perfect night to watch JackFrost. I said that to my wife earlier.
I would say as well.
Because she is still recovering from her surgery. So, we got to talk about that a little bit. She's up there with the little one. He's passed out watching his shows, all that. Oh, he lives in Canada. Oh, wow. So you're not even in the States, brother. That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Love that. That's our first real international fan and our first, he's a fan guy. I like that. That's great. Canada. Oh, Luke, show them your sweater.
Oh, yeah. It's Krampus, but it looks like Satan. So, we had to stay a little festive.
That's another one I can't wait till we cover. I think next year, as we assemble what we're going to do for December to Dismember, I'm definitely throwing Krampus on that list. He is American, he says, but he is from Canada. So, but we appreciate it. Well, I think I'm Canadian. Love it. Yeah, so I think good enough now. Why don't we get this thing started up? Luke, you got it ready on your side?
I'm ready to go.
All right, Captain. Well, let's pop this thing on. I'm going to hit watch, and then I'm going to pause it real quick just so that way. Oh, wait, we have to do mine has to do the little couple minutes of ads, so I'm going to let that play through real quick.
I'm doing. You flubbed us up. All right.
Well, normally I do go through and I watch the ads first, but I got so caught up in all the fancy shit I did for this live stream that I forgot. Yeah, I mean, I like the new setup. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I like the little PNGs down here. All this, it's like I tried real hard to make this a little bit more classy and less bland than what you're used to. He's wearing a Predator shirt made by
Predator
his dad.
shirt, yes.
I love that. We got to see some of your dad's work. You got to send us a link to some of that so we can check that out. If he's got any of it posted anywhere, because I'm always interested in merch. We'd love to support.
What he makes, They
fan.
Live and Predator stuff. Come on.
Mm-hmm. And they're talking our language right there. Talking Luke's language, especially. I mean, that guy, he'll kill for Predator stuff.
I have.
Oh, forgot to mention also, we do have our Christmas cookies. Extra festive. I got some fudge there as well.
Yeah, I got some of my green and my reds.
Oh, thank you, El Rey. I appreciate it. Really cool. It's interesting. I love it. And the PNGs. Yes, thank you. I was just throwing this thing together a couple hours ago, and I was just like, let me just try to get a little something more in here. And then obviously I changed up the little logo on the bottom there, so it says, if you're new, hit subscribe, just because we do get a lot of new faces in these live streams from time to time. I feel like each live stream has brought at least a handful of new subscribers, so it's nice to see that we're getting around. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if that's where we picked you up, El Rey. I think, did you just stumble across our live stream, or was that something that you had already subscribed to us and you were just popped in that day? Yeah, I got us a little 10-minute loop of Christmas music there, Luke, that we can use at any time.
Oh, man. It never gets old. At first, I thought it was ads playing.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't warn you about it at all. All right, so I'm at 000. Where are you at right now? You still got ads?
No, I'm on 000, man. I played my ads earlier. I was ready to go.
Oh, so we've just been waiting on me. I get it. I see. I'm a failure. I feel it.
Yeah.
Pause that music there. Yeah, you'd already subscribed to us, so we appreciate that. Thank you for showing up. That warms our hearts immensely. Okay, let me get that in a little widescreen mode. So we're starting at 0000 here. So feel free to start up the film in 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty. And just let me know if you guys can hear my stuff at all too. Just because I know I'm not supposed to be playing that in on any of this, otherwise they could strike us down. Is this bringing back flashbacks now, Luke, with the opening with the creepy uncle telling the stories?
Oh yeah, straight up PTSD right here.
Yeah, I always thought this was an interesting opening, but I appreciate the practicality of the credits. That's always something I've wanted to do for little short films and stuff, is actually make my credits.
Yeah.
Like how they're doing this.
I remember really cool. Nothing about this. I don't know this.
So this is going to be a real nice fresh watch for you.
Oh, it's going to be a good time.
Oh, El Rey's got 98 subs. That's awesome, brother. Yeah, no. Once you get to 100, it all just starts taking off. Once you start making more and more content, you just kind of start climbing the key. From a buddy of ours who's a bigger YouTuber. I'm not going to disclose names or anything, but we get to talk to him pretty regularly for advice and things. The key that he said was to always stay consistent, and that's just what we strive to do. I'd say we do. We try to keep up high quality videos each and every week, and it's just been rolling ever since. That's really the big thing. And with 2023 coming up, we just want to really rack focus, do more video essays, things like that for sure. and bring you guys more content that we enjoy. We have a really cool video coming to you guys on Christmas that I'm super proud of. We just shot it the other day. I think it's going to be really great. I think you guys are going to love it.
It was a lot of fun to do.
Mm-hmm. And as we're moving through the credits here again, they go through every single person too. And I always think that the level of creativity there you can appreciate. And I would say there's a level of creativity that's like crazy good, like that you're gonna see throughout this. Like I think you'll appreciate it way more. Like if you appreciate Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
I think you'll appreciate this movie because this movie's not trying to be anything serious. I believe me. Let's see here. Joseph the Horror Guy is a nice person. I give him a lot of support, and you guys to support you guys too. Yeah, no, I've seen Joseph's videos. Yeah, he's really been pushing hard. I actually caught him. He commented on our channel shortly after we started talking with you, and he had maybe 2 or 3 videos up. He does a lot of shorts, and then I came back like a couple weeks later, just when he popped back up on my timeline. And yeah, the dude had put out so many videos. Like he's on that path. I mean, you just got to stay consistent. Like that is the biggest thing. I swear, guys. And something to talk about the movie here for a minute is there is, I believe, if I remember correctly, there's a tiny bit of CGI, but we're still talking about this was 97. So, this is just a little ways after Jurassic Park really kicked that
So
whole
it's really
craze off.
good.
So it's really positive. I got scared when I saw your son as Pennywise. Oh, he's harmless, I promise. Yeah, that was just an unfortunate day for us. We were having a lot of stream issues with StreamYard. Just a lot of delays and things on Luke's side of the stream, which we couldn't figure out what was going on. But we kind of resolved a lot of that. And I think, right now, because it is starting to get kind of cold, we might be experiencing a little bit of lag here and there. I keep getting notifications from my internet provider about it. So we forgive us if that does affect it at all.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
And these guys, speaking of snowstorms, they're traveling through one themselves right now, transporting the killer.
And what they say, like he's gonna be killed like in a half hour. Like we're still going through the storm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're taking him right there and ending him right over. Listen to your podcast on Spotify. We appreciate that as well. We're gonna do an update video, kind of talking about that. We tried our best to kind of keep together the simultaneous release of the podcast on Spotify and on YouTube, but just with so much going on at the time of Splatterthon, it was just something that slipped our mind, and we kind of lost a week. And the way that we have to upload our stuff to Spotify, it only gives us a certain amount of hours per, like, it isn't it like per month?
Yeah. Per month we only get a certain hours total. So if we miss a little bit, then it gets off track.
Yeah, so we are behind a little bit, and that Halloween 18 and kills is really what is setting us back the hardest, because we need to get that back up there, because that's a 3-hour podcast, so that I think takes half a lot of time for there.
Yep.
Oh, he wants to know where he got the mug. So the mugs, Luke actually got made for us. We got them for the show, so they are just Splattercast on one side, and then Sunday Scaries on the other, so that way we don't have to keep switching. Very smart idea from him. Maybe if all goes well, once we crack 1,000, I'd love to start outlining some merch. Luke and I have a lot of great ideas. A lot of fun stuff. Definitely some hoodies, some mugs, tumbler cups, things like that. All horror based, all with the logos and shows. And that's kind of my goal whenever I design a logo or anything for our show, like our December to Dismember logo here. I think that would be a good one for like a festive sweater. And then of
Absolutely.
course, like all of
Put them
these
on these
are
Christmas
designed
hats.
to have it. Oh yeah, Christmas hats. There you go. Very smart. Yes, we did notice that. It was very cute. We liked that a lot. We thought that was awesome. And then here's Jack.
Oh man, he
Rattling
got
his
him, didn't
chains.
he?
Yes, he did.
He's not playing around.
Yeah, he's a zany dude too. Like and this is just that classic. I call it the this feels like a Tim Burton kind of scenario here. Get a
Oh
bunch
yeah,
of chemicals dumped on you. And I appreciate this for the practical effects in this scene. Like kind of take
melting into
yourself
the
out of there,
snow.
Luke. Like, yeah, look at it as he melts into it. He
Yeah,
starts to become
it's not
the
bad at all.
yeah, no, it's not.
You know, and I know there's a second one. I have not seen the second one at all, so don't even know what that's really about.
Second one is also so much fun. It's a lot zanier.
Yeah,
Um, but we'll definitely have to cover that. I think next December we should do 2 live streams where we do like number 2 and then Santa's sleigh would be
yeah.
great.
You know, anything that's not Silent Night, Deadly Night, I'm for.
Yeah. And then of course they show his blood. Very Sam Raimi like energy there.
You know, I wouldn't, regardless of how I felt on the initial viewing here, I really think it's an interesting concept where he gets melted into the snow and almost intertwines. I think it's fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. My profile is AI version of Jason as like cyberpunk. No, I see that. I like that a lot. Very cool looking profile there,
It's
my
very
dude.
stylish.
Mm-hmm. I like that his hand is like the weapon or whatever he's using there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and this is
I
the
know this
gentleman
was
who. Go ahead.
what was that? Go on.
What you were
Go
going to say?
on. Cut me off.
Oh, I was just saying, this is the guy who put Jack Frost away. This is our main sheriff type, our Chief Brody type.
You always got to tie it back to Jaws, don't you?
Of course, it's my favorite film. Let me see. Yeah, Christopher Alport. He plays the sheriff in this one. And you got to say you love that he's Jack Frost is his actual God given name. So it's one of those things where it's like all year round he has to get that there.
That's the one thing, like in Blade, where it's like his last name's Frost, but then that he was named Deacon. It's like, come on, if your last name's Frost, it's gonna be Jack. It's gonna be the first. Come on.
El Rio says Splattercast the movie. Make this happen. Oh god, I don't even know what our movie would be about. Like, you got any ideas there, Luke? You
Oh
want to make a
man,
movie? What's our story here? Are we going real serious, or are we going balls to the wall, throwing us in a
you know,
slasher scenario?
I think it's like, you know, we're trying to become very, very serious podcasters, so we stop at Smith's Grove to interview Michael Myers.
Oh, trying to get that number one story and let him out.
There we go. Say something.
Our profile picture is the killer. No, very cool. Little known fact about us. We actually wrote a short film a few years ago. We tried to shoot it that involved a sackhead killer. And so when we were kind of thinking about rebooting this, and I was looking through the presets, because I use a program to give me like the base for all these, called Place It. And one of the things that I always do with it is that it kind of gives you that preset, and then you can kind of build off it. There was a sackhead guy with a chainsaw, and I was like, well, that's got to be it, because we got a script with that guy in it. So
We needed it.
Mm-hmm. But there's two killers with the same outfit and cast as you and Dylan. Alrighty, I like it. I like it. Going very Scream like there.
There we go.
There's a joke in this. I don't want to spoil it for when the movie does bring it up, but it is absolutely hysterical with this kid. He's got Oreos and marshmallows.
What are we making here?
God knows what else in there. Luke holds an axe. Dylan holds a chainsaw. There we go. Luke's has got to be a double-sided hatchet style. Double the trouble.
There we go.
Here's my mangled. I made this very nicely a week or so ago when we took my son to his grandma's to make cookies. This is my Grinch cookie that I worked really hard on, and then as he set, he just spread apart. So my little contribution to the mean one there this year, which if I gotta say is is my all-time favorite holiday special. If I'm talking like classic animated holiday specials.
The Grinch?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the original. I think the cool thing about this too is this movie, it is in a unique space because they do take the time to really give you a nice setting here. You really do see the town and everything that it would do. I would pay $90 million for the Baghead Rampage. If you are offering us $90 million to make a Sackhead film, we're going to get started right now. We're going to cut the stream. We'll get going. We'll make we'll make it happen. We'll push it out no matter what we got to do. Everybody I know and love is going to get axed, and you can cameo in it. Hell, we'll give you a starring role.
Well, hey, yeah, we'll for $90 million, we'll come up to Canada and we'll
we'll shoot it in Canada. I'm sure they're a lot nicer anyway with their tax breaks and stuff on that. She's a snow babe. Snowballs.
Oh, clever.
When I get older, I'm American, but I think I'm Canadian. Hey, whatever your heart sets you on there, El Rayo, I agree. It's fine. End of a nightmare. And I got to give it to the guy who plays JackFrost. He really chews up the scenery in this too. Like even when he is the Snowman killer, like you'll see it as we go along here. He really does rip it up on this.
No, I mean, he was already compelling when we just saw him in the back of when he was about to be killed, and then I think he played
Hmm.
it off really well when he got uh, doused in the chemicals. So
She will always be Nadia from American Pie to me.
I didn't even realize Shannon Elizabeth was in this.
Oh, really? You didn't know that was her?
Yeah, no, I didn't realize. Yeah, I didn't realize she was in this until we just started watching. I didn't remember it from that first viewing.
Yep. Nope. I'd know her anywhere. I have a new Krampus shirt, also made by my dad. Well, that's sick, man. Yeah, I'd love to see some of these designs. Like I said, if you can send us a link, on any of our socials or anything, we'd love to take a look. I didn't even realize they were oats.
Oh, they were oats. I know he had marshmallows
Hmm.
in there.
Yeah, so I guess it's oatmeal, but with everything else under the sun stuffed in there. Somebody died. Oof. And this gives me now. Don't jump on me too hard for this, but stuff like this when they discover the bodies early on, this gives me very much Tremors vibes. Like when
Oh,
they find what's his name,
oh,
old is it old Phil or whatever, who's up on the tower. Let me see here. I'm gonna pull that up actually. He's got to be in here somewhere. Old Fred. Old Fred. That's what I'm looking for.
old Fred.
Yeah. Hey, old Fred. Why does he look like one of the Baldwins? Let me see. Is it a Baldwin? I wouldn't be surprised. Agent Manners? Nah. And we're always talking about remakes and things like that. Now, could you see an idea like this being brought into the 21st century again, being picked up by something like a Shutter or something of that nature?
Oh, absolutely. This one that would not surprise, to be honest. Um, even if they not necessarily even remake, if they I don't know how that second.
Let's see. So he says his dad works at Warrior Culture Gear, Gaming and more. What's going on, friendo? How you doing? Welcome to the Jack Frost live stream. We are currently 21 minutes, 52 seconds in this bad boy. So if you want to hop on, throw the film on right about there, probably take you a couple minutes to pop on, maybe about 25. You should be able to slide right in with us. We're just
We
finding
haven't
the
even got the killer
remnants.
snowman yet.
I know we haven't gotten there yet, but they're finding the remnants of one of the first victims. Let's see. Warrior culture gear. Let's take a look at some of this here. I'm diving through. Oh, they got some neat shit on here. I like the there's a God of War one that's pretty cool. Very nice. Got some what if stuff. Those for the new arrivals. Let me see here. I want to see some of these horror shirts. Oh, look, they got one on here you'd like. It's Wolverines from Red Dawn.
You say Red Dawn?
Yes, sir. No, these are cool, man. Definitely got some cool prints on there. Yeah, I just went to the website, checked it out there. I did not see the Sam one, but I'll definitely go on there and take a look a little closer once we wrap up the live stream. I don't want to drive down our stream any more than I think I already am with my cruising. And so now we're getting to the point where the town's starting to turn on them. Everybody, and I kind of like this angle too, where it's like they're kind of just getting past this horrible endeavor of everything that happened to them. And now they have to kind of make do with everything. And now the sheriff's coming back saying, okay, we might have another situation on our hands. Very Jaws too, if I say so myself. And
You're
if
telling
anybody
me
knows me, I'm a
Jack
big.
Frost is just a conglomeration of all the different Jaws films.
I'm saying that you put a sheriff in a movie, and you got a killer monster in it. There's a good chance I'm going to make some Jaws references. All right, buddy. That's all I'm saying.
Ridiculous.
Let's see. El Rio says I'll make a video about the stuff I get for Christmas. Very nice. Always fun.
Oh yeah, please do. I love seeing those Christmas, unwrappings. It's always fun.
All right. Gaming and More. Is this about Jack Frost? Because 8 men and 2 women died. I finished it like 1 month ago. Yeah, no, we're watching the film right now. We're giving it a little once over here. This is one that I enjoy quite a bit watching it around this time of year. And Luke is kind of just now reappraising the film for the first time. He hasn't seen it in a long time. And yeah, no, we're definitely going through it, seeing what makes it tick. And now he's we got his son out here giving him the iconic look. He's making the snowman. He's putting the old stuff there. I love that he has the puppet to reference it. And then, of course, you got the teeth coming in.
Listen, trying to create a snowman is hard. You never know where that carrot goes.
Hey, we just got to 533 subscribers. So if one of you guys are the new ones who just subscribed, we thank you very much. I have posters of horror movies. Oh, very nice. The classic ones. What do you got on your walls? Because, yeah, we've got more than even just what you can see in our backgrounds here. I put
What's your favorite
favorites
too?
kind
What's
of
your
in
favorite
view.
one?
There, that's a better question. What's your favorite one on that one? I mean, what is the one that you represent the most? Movies that I still have that I haven't put up yet. I've got a couple of cool ones. We got some neat stuff coming. If you guys haven't checked out our review, um, if you haven't watched our review, or not our review, our interview with Stephen Lamort, talking to him about shit. Oh my god,
That's getting
this kid
serious.
just got his head lobbed off. What was I saying? Yeah, if you haven't checked out our interview with him, we got some cool stuff
Reaction.
supposedly coming from him. So, yeah, pretty neat. Alrighty, then we got. Have you guys watched Gremlins or Krampus or Silent Night, Deadly Night? Those movies are pretty good. Funny you bring up Silent Night, Deadly Night, my friend. We just covered the entire series all this month long. So if you get onto our channel there, you can see reviews going from Silent Night, Deadly Night 1 all the way up to 5. And tomorrow we will have our last one with the remake going up on Christmas Eve. And then we have a special Silent Night video, Deadly Night video going up on Christmas. So lots of Silent Night, Deadly Night content coming there. As far as Gremlins and Krampus, you're kind of reading our mind because we said at the start, or at least I said at the start here, that those are two that we'd love to cover as we go along with this, because we definitely want to revisit December to Dismember as we continue on.
Yeah, and we really did double down on the Silent Night, Deadly Night content this time around. So definitely, there's a lot left on the table for us to get to next year.
100%. But hey, you just want to swallow the pill up front? Clutter in the chat saying, I love Michael Keaton in this movie.
I love him too.
Yeah.
I like when he plays the harmonica.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. You know, when I was putting all this together, I think that version of Jack Frost came out like a year after this.
Yeah, I believe so.
Let me double check that real quick. Yeah, so it came out in 1998, and God, the confusion. You got to tell me that at least one unlucky parent rented the wrong movie. Like, I know that cover is infamous. Okay, like, surprisingly enough, Luke, I don't know if you know this, but not to. And Merry Christmas to you too, Clutter. I hope everything's going well for you, brother. It's good to talk to you. Good to hear from you.
I hope you're having a lot of fun watching us on the internet.
But the buybacks that we used to work at, that used to be an old Blockbuster. Did you know that?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was on that. They had that sign.
Okay, I didn't know if it went. I don't remember if it went directly from a buybacks or a Blockbuster to a buybacks.
We used to talk about that all the time, Dylan. So
Did we? I don't know, brother.
I
It
don't
was a
know if
long
me and
time
you
ago.
did, but me and Aaron would talk about it amongst other
Okay.
things.
I
But
was gonna say I smoked a lot of pot back in those days, so
you already
I
had your
definitely
DiGiorno pizzas.
yes. But that was my local Blockbuster, and so seeing this movie on the shelf was always very interesting to me. It always caught my attention. Let's see. What is the most horror movie you guys have watched that gave you goosebumps? Ooh, let's see. I don't know. Luke. What's the scariest horror movie you've seen?
Oh man, I'm trying to think now. You know, it's like one of those things where you become desensitized to horror so much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really trying to rack my brain right now to think of something that's still creepy. There's a lot of films. I thought we had covered one because I was talking about it, and I can't remember what it was. Because there's a couple select things out there that still they're off-putting. You know, even though you have your Friday 13th things like that that don't really. They're more fun horror. There's still a couple things out there I know for me that are still creepy, but I'm trying to remember what they are.
I can think of a lot of moments from certain movies, and mind you, like shit that wigs me out the most is kind of goofy. It's a lot of things like I'll say the sequel, the to 47 meters down, when they're in the caves and they're swimming around in there, and the shark just kind of silently emerges from the darkness. That gets to me because I have a huge fear of things in the water below me. But like if I'm talking in the back in the day, Easily, it was Tim Curry's Pennywise. Terrified me.
Oh yeah,
That
he's
and
still
then Leprechaun, Warwick
yeah.
Davis.
Um, Pennywise, Tim Curry's Pennywise is still unsettling. Even watching that, to just his performance there, I think is one
Hmm.
that's still. And there's some just basic stuff that I remember being when I had watched it. The Grudge was kind of a little wild to me when I was a little bit younger. Um,
Hmm.
so I mean, there's a couple things out there that are still like straight up horror, giving you goosebumps.
You
R.L.
know what?
Stein.
Yeah, no, R.L. Stein has some ones that got me too. Like Werewolf of Fever Swamp has some moments that unsettled me as a kid, for sure.
What
Um,
about Slappy?
Slappy never got me that bad. I
Mm,
only saw that one a couple times. But I guess it runs in the blood because my son is obsessed with Chucky, so I guess dolls just never really got to me. Little
there we go.
magical leprechaun men, though, yeah, absolutely, absolutely fucking terrify me.
Hey man, they'll get you, especially you don't got their pot of gold. Tell you what, you're
Right?
for a long
Meet
night.
gold. Yeah. Oh man. In March, are we gonna cover that? You want to do some leprechaun stuff?
In space.
We've already done that, brother.
No, yeah, yeah. I'm all for doing some leprechaun. You don't have to twist my arm.
Let's see. Have you guys seen Dead Meat? Oh yeah, no, we're fans of Dead Meat. At least I know you've checked out Dead Meat, right?
I don't recall this. To
James,
be
it's
honest.
not a movie, it's a YouTube channel. James A.
Oh,
Denise.
oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I thought
Hmm.
we were talking about film. Yep, I've seen those. I've seen those
Hmm.
videos.
Yeah, I love their podcast. I like when him and his wife sit down and talk long form about movies.
I don't think I pay attention too much to the podcast, to be honest. But I don't
Oh, it's
listen to
really
many
fun.
podcasts.
You're self-centered. You only listen to us.
There it is. I don't even listen to ours. I'm like, I lived it.
I lived it. Um,
Dylan, Dylan's at work listening to himself talk in his ear. It's like, what
no, I
the hell?
usually do that for drives. Normally, I listen to the first I have about a 15-minute drive taking my son to who babysits him on certain days of the week. So, in those 15 minutes, usually our episodes go up at 7. So I usually pop that on just to make sure everything transferred out good, sounds good, is where it should be, just in case if anything was to pop up and not be up to the standards that I want it to be, so I can rip it down and we can figure it out. But normally it's usually pretty good. I struggle to see any real issues with the uploads. Usually it's stuff we catch beforehand. This actor I always associate with Godzilla '98 because I believe he plays the general in Godzilla '98.
Yeah, I don't remember Godzilla '98 that closely to some random general.
I love
Look at that
that
snowman.
Jack talks in this too. That they gave him a voice still. He's not just silent. Rate the best movies by their gore. Must be classic horror. Oh, I mean, I guess we could sit here for a while and do that, but I would probably say like what's to alter that. Maybe we'll do top three by gore. When we're talking true classics, probably. Are you saying just like anything that's not modern by that metric? So anything that's like, what's our cutoff? Are we talking 90s or earlier? Are we talking anything that's not within the last 5 years? Okay, so we're talking anything in that era of the 1900s, so before the 2000s. Easily for me, if we're going by gore, I'm gonna say probably John Carpenter's The Thing. A lot of cool gore scenes in that. And then I'm gonna say probably The Fly for me. Cronenberg's, and then one that we just covered that was pretty gory, that had some scenes that stuck out to me was the original Hellraiser. So I'm gonna give those three.
Hellraiser is a really, really good one,
Mm-hmm.
especially just for the ending scene. But I mean, it's hard to pass up just the iconic slashers, though. I mean, because you look at something like Cronenberg's A Fly, and I mean, there's gore in it, but they're kind of telling a story, especially with the effects and the kind
Mm-hmm.
of um, Seth Brundle slipping into madness, where it's like, I mean, it's hard to beat the basic slashers of like, especially 13th, where they really leaned into it, and Nightmare on Elm Street, where those both really became that was the basis of those films. So it's really hard to beat just looking at almost any number of those because that's really where they were hanging their hat at the time.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. And El Rio's back. Sorry, he's putting up a Nightmare on Elm Street poster. Good choice, sir. And no problem. We just have been sitting here fielding some questions, talking about the killer snowman
But
who
which one?
just took
And
out
the
both his
original,
moms.
not the remake.
Oh yeah, Luke wants to know which one. While we wait for El Rio to get back to us on that, we'll see gaming and more. Says, have you guys seen *Malignant*? Yes, actually, Luke was just talking about that. That movie has kind of made a major impact on him and his opinion of kind of off the beaten path horror. So yeah, that one kind of contributes to him maybe not cutting so deep into some of the goofier shit that I make him watch.
Yeah, I started looking at things in a different lens. I think after that film, just because it really dives deep into a lot of the maybe I guess a little bit of campiness that we got in the '80s. Kind of really that theme that we don't really get that much more of anymore, and it's really what got me on board with that film. Is it was so unique and so different
Hmm.
than anything that we're normally seeing. It's wild that looking at James Wan, it's like thankfully he's had the traction that he has, or else that movie probably never would have been made.
Oh, absolutely. I think if you're a James Wan, I mean, especially coming off of The Conjuring and everything, because that's really what he had just hopped off of with Conjuring 2 and setting that up for Warner Brothers, just a cash cow. Like, I mean, he basically set them up for a long time. He said, sorry, my bad for being gone. Me and my dad were putting up posters, did not chat, but I'm back now. Hey, no problem. Luke just wanted to know what was your, which Nightmare on Elm Street you were putting up. Be right back. I'm going to look at your channel. Oh, absolutely. Definitely, brother. Take a look. Can freeze and unfreeze at will. And you're right. Kind of getting back to it here. It is a neat concept. I appreciate this movie and what it's trying to execute. And again, it doesn't take itself too terribly serious, which is always great. So that way you leave yourself a lot of room here to have some funny moments and play with the silliness of the idea, but then also you have the off the wall kind of crazy horror moments like the kills and stuff. Like the kill we just saw with the mother, I thought was real creative.
Yeah. No, and that's what I think this would have probably had a better life if it had come out, closer to like nowadays, like you were talking about maybe a remake or something like that, just because it would have a better outlet where a lot of these things, I mean, we just did a lot of the Silent Night, Deadly Night um, sequels, well, we did all of them. And it's like some of those, like The Toy Maker, probably would have had a better life if it had come out on something like streaming, coming out a little bit later, straight to an audience that really wanted to see that film, and I think Jack Frost is one of those as well, where a lot of time, like you said, this came out right as Michael Keaton's Jack Frost came out. So it's like, this one probably sat on a shelf for a very long time, and a lot of people didn't see it unless thought they thought it was a Michael Keaton version.
God, I just want to hear the stories of how many people misrented the wrong movie. Predator is one of the better sci-fi horror movies. Absolutely, one of the best, if not the best, maybe. And then I'm back. Nice channel. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Predator's
We're doing
tremendous.
our best. So yeah, we try to keep everybody informed, up to date, and always trying to bring interesting and fun content. The annual Snowman Festival.
Of course. Why not?
Let's see. El Rios is the old school nightmare, so perfect.
There we go.
No remake hullabaloo to worry
There it is.
about there, Luke.
Perfect. We don't discuss that one.
Come on. You're telling me this isn't Jaws? 24 hours? Only
There we
24
go.
hours, Luke.
They're about to have Quint show up. He's like, I've caught Snowman.
No fucker's a snowman.
They really did do a good job of just the holiday here, as we've talked about a lot of things in December to dismember that didn't really resonate in terms of didn't really feel like Christmas. I'm gonna say, Jack Frost, they really did double down on this one. They got the town right, I think. Just the aesthetic looks really nice, and and the idea is a little wacky, which, looking at this now, I'm not gonna be as hard on it.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, this is good fun. Now, I will tell you, although I enjoy the sequel, it's definitely more zany. Like I said, it goes a little further out there. So
Yeah.
I do not blame you if you were like, "Oh, not for me." I think it's quite fun though. You think that's what a lot of officers do?
Of course, without question.
I love this so much. I use the this image as one of my one of the things we advertised with. Yep, remake Nightmare on Elm Street fucking sucks. I agree,
It's
brother.
absolutely iconic.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Luke's a massive fan of the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. Loves it.
I am leaving the stream right now. We should actually watch that remake just so we can trash it for an hour and 40 minutes.
Do you ever just let kids play with snowballs inside your house?
I mean, why not?
Leah likes your trick or treat Sam head in the back there, brother.
Oh man. Oh, thank I've dressed up like Sam a couple times actually.
I don't think you did it when we were
Although
at buybacks.
I've never made it. What's that?
You didn't do it when we were at buybacks, though.
No, yeah, I was just thinking about that right now. It's only a more recent thing over the past couple of years. You know, I have the height down and everything. You have to get her one now.
I gotta say, those are some pretty awesome cabinet doors. You know, they can keep back that water until you open it.
It's craftsmanship right there. This is 1997, so that house probably has been there for, several decades. Make them look these do.
This guy's got 100 different ideas for. My bad for swearing. Sorry, Luke. I don't think we have any issue with swear words. Luke, do you have an issue with swearing?
Oh. Now we're pretty foul mouthed on the podcast, so
Yeah, we are. Pretty trashy. So this is the part that gets me, right? These guys, their plan is to sneak into the sheriff's house to fool around. Like, I don't know where that, like, don't you guys have a house? Oh, he says sorry for saying the remake
well,
of Nightmare sucks.
you want to have. Oh no,
That's canon now, Luke.
is that what we're going with?
Yep, but you're a big Nightmare on Elm Street remake fan.
Done and done. No, I actually really loathe that remake, so I'm right there with you.
Because see, even this plays for comedy, taking off the hundreds of layers of clothing. And then any idea for the next commentary? Maybe Prey or 2017, or no, It 2017. I think Prey would be a lot of fun to do in the future here.
I think so too. Anything Predator. If we hadn't done
I think
Predator 2, I'd love to have done a commentary on that. Maybe down the road, but
absolutely. I don't know. We're still planning some things out. We're gonna see kind of where we want to lie with these. You know, we try to save these for kind of special event kind of things. You know, where we're just sitting here watching. So I tend to get caught up in the goofy films like this too. Um, but no, we're definitely planning on it. I'd love to do Prey though at some point. The only thing that we've seen is like when we have like movies that are like newer, they seem to attract less people. Because you know, with the Black Phone, we had like maybe one person pop in uh, a while ago, and then that was about it.
yeah.
Um,
And something like Terrifier 2 was a different breed just because it was so such a tight knit
mhm,
community in that one. People talking about it, and like there were so many diehards for that film. But that's where when you kind of get in the general audience films, it gets a little bit harder to attract people, just because there isn't that kind of love for it as much yet.
mhm. But yeah, no, we're definitely gonna be we'll be doing some pretty good stuff here soon. Is that a thing? Do you put ice in champagne?
I don't know if that's a thing. I'm not a champagne guy.
Not
Clutter
a
would
big
know.
champagne drinker. That's one directed for, I believe. Oh no, that's for both of us. I don't know. What do you think is a good first horror film, Luke? What do you think that should always be one? The first, I'd say, like rated R movie that I ever watched that is horror. I mean, okay, let me take that back. Jaws,
Yeah, are we going
easy.
gateway stuff or are we going straight like horror?
More horror movie emojis. No, I appreciate it. I'm always looking for fun little emojis for our shorts. I feel like they pair well with our little videos. Now we're coming up on one of the most iconic moments in this film, and there's a few reasons for that. And I don't know if you do you know do you remember the shower scene at all, Luke?
Yes, that's what it was an extremely off-putting for me. Maybe that's why I didn't dislike this film. I thought it was very weird.
Very that's what turned you over. You were just like, no, no, I'm over it.
Like the icicle.
No, it's the carrot, brother.
Oh, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. So is there going to be a Sunday Scaries this week? That's a good question. No. The short answer is we're not doing Sunday Scaries just because yes, there is Christmas. But we are releasing a big special video on Christmas for all you guys to kind of wrap up and finish our you know December to dismember everything there. And then of course we'll be back the following week. I think that's is that New Year's?
New Year's Day? Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
right?
be New Year's. So yeah, we'll definitely have one up for the New Year's probably. That'll be our first video of the new year. Maybe. Depends. We also have our top 10 list coming out that day too. So
Yeah.
but yeah, we'll be getting back to it. It's also been a rather slow news week from what I've seen too. So, we're not missing a whole lot. I think everything kind of tends to slow down, uh, announcements wise, trailers. The
But
only thing that I have. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, we may pull an audible depending on um if a big trailer drops or something like that. There's always those possibilities. So
Yeah, I was absolutely going to say there is a chance. Something in my gut tells me that we might be getting a Evil Dead Rise trailer on Christmas. I have no information on that. I'm just pulling that out of my ass, like I said. So that could very much not happen. But hey, let's hope that we get there. Poor Tommy.
he got it.
Yes, he did. He got sickled. I know. Where's Taco? It's surprising that he's not here. But yes, don't worry. Sunday Scaries will go back to being consistent again here. Once we kind of transition out of the holidays here, the big holidays, and like we've just had a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, we would have had it that one week if we didn't have the technical issue. But yeah, I think as far as Sunday Scaries goes, that's going to be a little bit of a hit or miss kind of thing around this time of year each year. And the foreboding music begins. I think
Oh,
this
there's
is her
Carrot.
first movie, if I remember correctly. Yes, see, like I told you, it's Carrot.
Classic music.
Yep. And now the most iconic scene in this movie. See, everybody asks, where's the carrot, Luke? Why is it not in his nose? First we had to deal with oh god, what's his name? From Silent Night Deadly Night 5. Uh
Oh, Pino.
Pino. And now we have the snowman. At least he's not saying mommy, mommy, mommy
Classic.
while he's doing. Cinema. Cinema.
Perfection. Can you just what the director is also the screenwriter, right?
I think so.
So I mean, like I could just see him finishing that scene and just like putting this period.
Just
Perfect. We're done.
stopping for the day, being like, God damn, I'm good.
Also, I don't think we ever answered Clutter's question about what Leia's first horror movie should
Oh,
be.
we did
Should it
not.
be
We're pieces
should it
of
be Jack
garbage.
Frost?
No, not Jack Frost. Let's say I'm gonna say Jaws or Creep Show or something fun like that.
Hmm. Maybe something John Carpenter. You know what? Let's kind of go mild here. Because it to me it falls in the realm of horror, some horror undertones, but also science fiction. Let's do They Live.
They Live. Okay.
Then
It
she'll
might.
also she'll learn at an early age to be distrustful of the government.
Special video for Christmas or December to December. So kind of both. So it's like if it's for Christmas, it is also technically under the December to December banner. He told her Jurassic Park. Very good. That's also a fun one. I don't necessarily consider that horror, but science fiction, absolutely.
Jurassic Park is horror.
Hello, El Rayo's father. Good to hear from you.
Oh yes, definitely. We hear you make great shirts. Um,
Yes,
Predator and They Live. You can't beat it.
yes, They Live and Jaws. I'm gonna throw Big Trouble in Little China in there. Then
Oh, that's a good one.
that's a fun movie. You got some fantasy elements to it.
Let's just start naming John Carpenter films. Doesn't
I'm gonna
matter.
say The Fog. I'm gonna say Halloween.
How
I'm
about
I'm
Prince
gonna
of
say
Darkness?
Starman.
Give her vampires. John Carpenter's vampires.
I don't consider Jaws as horror either. Neither do I, Clutter. I don't consider that horror really much either. I just know that in the grand scheme of things, a lot of people do. Um, to me, it's more of an adventure story, a little bit more of a drama. Oh no! Nah, bitch couldn't make it. This is when things start to go balls to the wall with him, where he's not hiding anymore. This is when the
He's
movie
just
really
going
picks up
for
for
it.
me. Mm-hmm.
They're like, there's a killer snowman outside.
Mm-hmm. So you don't know about anything about the sequel?
No, nothing.
It takes
I
place
hear
in
about it's
Hawaii.
about a killer snowman.
Yes,
Is
but it
that
takes
true?
place in Hawaii.
Man. So was that Frosty Returns? You ever see that one? Where like they have the cans of I can't remember, like they spray the cans and the snow goes away. I forget what it's called, but he's trying to
Jesus.
survive when they're taking away all the snow. So basically it's that.
They're like, we're fuck the snow, fuck Frosty.
That's a good one though. I think it's Frosty Returns.
He's coming from under the door. He's pissing under the door.
Life finds a way.
Yeah, let's just shoot the water. You know what I also appreciate is that they're shooting the tile floor and not one fucking bullet hole.
Love Honey for those facts.
I will never say no, good sir. El Rayo says, should I make another Splattercast edit?
I mean, we support it. Absolutely.
Absolutely. This is great too, where he uses the hair dryer.
That's the only way to do it, right? When
That's how you
bullets
got
aren't
to put him
working, get a hair
down.
dryer.
I love how this guy's seeing what this thing can do and all the horrible shit. It's a mass murderer who's been turned into a snowman who can do whatever he needs to do, get wherever he needs to go, and he's still fighting for his right as a human being to survive. And so like they have the aerosol cans or like the bug pest killer there, and that's why they can't shoot it because it'll light everything up. I don't know if that's how that
Is that what we're
works.
going with?
Yeah, because I don't think that's how that works.
No, I don't think so. There was an episode of Encyclopedia Brown that did something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but he told him he couldn't shoot 8 bullets because it would blow everything up.
El Rio just naming a bunch of Carpenter flicks. Absolutely. We agree with you, sir. All good starters if you're getting into horror.
Let's get from New York.
Just get the key, brother. Take it and run. He's still water. You idiot.
What if they drank him?
Like just come out of you from the inside like an alien, like a baby alien.
But your body temperature, he wouldn't be able to get cold enough to turn back into snow.
No, he controls the temperature.
Does he?
He decides it will, yeah.
Hmm.
It's either that or he comes out of your butt. I mean, either one. So
Maybe your pee hole, like in Leprechaun in Space.
Leprechaun in Space, yeah, he comes out of your penis. JackFrost coming out of your penis. That's a nightmare. Beyond
Carrot
in and above
first.
itself. And this guy's just been in the cell the whole damn time. They were gonna kill this man. They didn't know he was in there.
They're like, fuck it.
Can I ask? They have a gun. Yeah, they don't have to shoot it. Why didn't they just break the windows and crawl out of it?
I don't. Were they trying to do it? No, they were hitting the lock, weren't they, or something?
They were. He was like, you can't shoot the lock because it'll start up the fire.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
Longest hallway ever, too, for a snowman to run down. So, I hope somebody remembered to put out the cat. A very random line. And see, again, Jaws comparison, it ends with an explosion.
They should have said, smile, you mother. And then cut.
Scream 6 is going to be a fucking masterpiece. Fuck Chucky. Ghostface is fucking awesome. Well, I don't know why we're throwing shade at the old Chuckster. Oh, there goes Mama Picasso. I love that line.
Oh, boy.
But, yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to air out our grievances on Scream 5 here pretty soon.
That one's going to be... You know, I'm going to say... I mean, we covered Chucky on Primetime Terrors. Chucky's been extremely solid, I feel. So I think Chucky's in a good spot. Now, Scream and Ghostface, for us, at least for me, I think for Dylan as well, they're fighting from underneath with this new film. So, I mean, that teaser trailer did look good, but
yes,
I don't know. We're going to have to see.
I mean, regardless, we're excited for sure. Like, we're definitely looking forward to that new one. It has a lot of potential. And I mean, I think that's how we feel about a lot of these legacy horror flicks is they always have potential. They always have the opportunity to be better than we think, but they just kind of tend to let us down. But I'm excited. I'm looking forward to Scream 6, so apologies.
They always have a chance to recalibrate everything, I think. So
he says, I've been a horror fan ever since. So are you saying you've been a horror fan ever since you saw Scream? Because if you're talking the first Scream, I totally understand that. That's like a landmark film. I'm excited to talk about that one. I think we are going to cover that before the new one comes out, at least the first one and the new one.
I ordered the first Scream on pay-per-view as a kid.
Look at you. Calling it back. I actually watched the first Scream on VHS.
Oh, okay. You got it from the rental store?
No, my dad owned it. He had it
Oh,
on
okay.
VHS, and it was one that always eluded me and made me scared because it was the one. It was a blue cover, and she just had her hand over her mouth.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember if that's what it was. Let me see.
Dylan, you were scared of a lot of things as a kid. Surprised you like horror movies.
I wasn't that scared.
I think you were. You were scared of the dog next door because of
I was
Rottweiler.
afraid of the dog next door. Yes. Okay, yeah. So it was the VHS where she's like this, but she was scared blue. I have a horror movie sticker on my phone. Nice. Which one? All right, guys, gotta go watch Ernest Saves Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and your families. We will all have to get together sometime. Absolutely, Aaron. I'd love to, brother.
Yes.
You gotta meet our kids. We now have children,
Oh man,
so
that's gonna
we're
be
in the club
wild.
now.
We'll bring them all.
Oh yeah.
Let's plan earlier, but at worst case scenario, if it doesn't, we'll plan for a Halloween Ernest Scared Stupid. That's what we're all get together and watch. But let's hopefully do it before then. Maybe, well, Criterion sales don't even pop up till July now. So.
Yeah. Criterion and Arrow sales. I have to remind
Oh,
you now.
that's
We have
right.
to pick up Arrow stuff now.
But let's certainly do something, Clutter, because last time we tried to get together, you stood us up.
You did stand us up. It hurt our fifis really bad. We were upset. Oh no. Here we go. Check this out, Luke. Told you. The dryers, baby.
Well, well, well.
He said, "Oh, bullshit." You did. Anyway, we're not going to get into it on stream. But the point is, we miss you. And we do want to hang out sometime. And then Elred says, I was born in 2011. I was scared, but I'm not afraid anymore. Hey, I understand that. Takes a few years. Once you get past being afraid, then you get you grow an interest and then an appreciation, my friend.
Oh yeah, and then you start loving it. I think we talked about this a few weeks ago. I think so. Maybe it was during our interview, or it's like I think you always chase that feeling of being scared as a kid, because it just takes you right back to childhood, and you wish you can get that feeling back. So it's like you always have to embrace it.
Mm-hmm. Seems a little too convenient, huh? They put them in the furnace and then that's it.
I don't trust it.
And see, this is the part that I like about this concept again, is that it's it just creates steam, doesn't it? When you put water in there and
Yeah.
condensation. So
Uh-oh.
blow me. Of all the characters, good ones for sticker on phone. Oh, what are some good characters? I mean, obviously, I'm going to Jason.
characters have on your phone?
Yeah,
Sticker?
he's getting stickers for his phone.
Oh, I mean, I gotta go, Michael. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Halloween 3. The Halloween mask from Halloween 3.
Hey, I
Dylan.
got
Yep,
that.
Dylan has that right there.
Yeah,
You
on my
can't beat
microphone.
those. You can't beat the aliens from They Live. Predator's also a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Killer Clowns.
Yes, Killer Clowns. They make a very good sticker. I actually forgot about this part. So he tried to take over his body and just got inside him. Now, remember when I said there was a joke with the kid coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it's about to make its debut. You're gonna love this. Do you guys have Discord? Not yet. I think maybe when the community gets a little bigger, we might try to do a Discord. I've never been a huge fan of it, so it's one of those things where it's like I'd have to really get used to using it. But I mean, definitely, I think like if we get like a Patreon or at least YouTube memberships, like I could see us using a Discord because I think one of the things I'd like to do is host more like actual screenings where we could all watch the movie together. Because like right now on YouTube we can't, and then that way I could do like we could actually sit down and watch the movie all together, like have a private screening room type deal. That way they can't get us for that. Because we could do meetups. Yeah, meetups are something we want to do in the future. Live commentary is something we'd love to do. I think it's just as long as we stay on the path we are and keep the channel growing, I don't see why we couldn't do any of that. He put fucking antifreeze in the oatmeal. Did you see the string?
What was that?
I just noticed you can see the string on the snowman when they pull him on a frame there.
Oh no! I didn't. Oh. It's like the Halloween 4.
And I like this. This is kind of like a precursor to the deformed melted Chucky.
Oh yeah. They have some fun effects in this. I'll be honest.
They do. Yeah. Could you make a YouTube short for a shout out or no? Maybe in the future as we get a little bit more established and everything, we could definitely do some shout outs and things like that to some folks. Yeah, absolutely, brother. And like I said, you just got to keep the consistency up. Just put out high quality videos and just keep your consistency up. That's all it's really taken for us to get as far as we have. And even us, we're still small time. I mean, like
Yeah.
we don't even have 1,000 for me.
I wish there was just a timeline where the the guy ate the oatmeal or
And
that had
died.
the antifreeze in it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's just a different whole thing.
He says a shout out for El Rail 22. No, I got you there. Yeah, I think maybe on our anniversary, we'll definitely shout some people out. It'd been some of our bigger supporters like you for sure. We could definitely probably hook you up with that in the future. For sure. Oh, you hope you get a NECA horror figures for Christmas? I hope you do too, brother. I wish I could get NECA horror figures for Christmas.
I mean, there's still a lot out there we got to get.
I know. There's so many representations I still need to have. And then all those, the only piece of news that we really got, that we didn't get to cover that we're not going to, we might have to bring back is all the NECA figures that got officially announced for the Classic Monsters collection. With it was Professor Burke, Nosferatu, Phantom of the Opera, and Bride of Frankenstein, I believe, were the ones we didn't know about. Love it. Wrestling the snowman out of the fucking thing.
There you go. Got to wrestle a snowman sometimes.
I used to make cringe content, but make bitching content now. No, I get it, dude. I mean, everybody starts off somewhere. You really gotta, just figure out what your formula is, and what you might define is what you felt was cringe, then may not be cringe to someone else too. So. I love that. I don't know about bathing in antifreeze though. You think that'd fuck your skin up?
No, I think it's good. Let's
You
try it
think
for the
it's solid?
channel. Let's get a kiddie pool and we'll put antifreeze in it. We'll see.
And then have a swim around a bit.
There we go.
Good stuff. Here comes Calvary for real. Tomorrow I get to see my younger brother named Aiden. He is 8 years old. Hey, congratulations, bud. I'm glad that you get to be with family. That's one thing I'm looking forward to next couple days. My son's first Christmas, and he'll be just old enough to actually get to celebrate some of it, which is great. He's not going to remember anything because he's only 10 months or so, but he'll get there. And that is JackFrost.
My
Luke,
gosh.
how are you feeling after checking it out on the reassess here?
Well, I'm gonna say more positive than that viewing it over 10 years ago. So I think this will be one. I don't know. Like, I want to sit down and give it my full attention eventually, but it
Hmm.
did seem to be a lot more interesting this time around than that first time. So I may have softened on Jack Frost just a little bit.
Well, I am happy to hear that because yeah, this is definitely, like I said, one that I enjoy quite a bit. It's one that I really really like. I'm always very happy to see uh, at least once a year, whenever it does decide to hit for us. Let me see here. Alrighty, and let's see. He says he loves Chucky and Pennywise, or only Chucky. No, he likes all his little guys. So I'd say Chucky and Michael Myers are his favorite right now. He likes to watch those guys on screen. But he has little horror plushies. Started off thankfully by Uncle Luke here, who got him his first one, which was Michael Myers, and we've been building up quite a collection. And yeah, we'll chit chat here for another couple minutes, and then we'll hop off here. Got to do some editing. Got to get our review up for tomorrow. Got to get some stuff done with that, and then we'll get there. And then of course, yep, absolutely. I will let them know. I'm going to be seeing them here right after this.
Yes, and
Merry
Merry
Christmas
Christmas
to
to you and
yours.
yours as well. I hope you guys have great. I hope you get some NECA figures.
Absolutely,
And
definitely
maybe a
let us
couple
know.
horror posters.
That would be sick. Yeah, hopefully you get some cool ones. I know we've had a lot of great NECA stuff come out recently, man. Like this last year has been nuts. Lots of good additions. Even some stuff I can't even put full representations of up. I need to get a shelf, like another way of shelving my stuff back there, so that way I can represent everything.
Dylan's just going to be surrounded by figures.
That's
He
the
is the
plan,
toy
brother. I'm
maker.
always surrounded by toys. I mean, like this whole thing over here is just covered in Marvel Legends that haven't been set up quite yet.
Listen, you're going to collect so many toys, you're going to turn it into a toy. You're going to be like Pino.
Pino, I love you, mommy. Yeah, no, I hope I end up like Pino. That would make my day. And then says my brother loves Chucky, one of his favorites. I think I'm starting to find that I think a lot of younger kids idolize and identify with the old
Chucky's a
Chuck
good
stuff.
one. Some great one-liners, some great kills, a lot of fun. So it's one that sometimes people sleep on, especially when we're talking about the big slashers. But Chucky's up there.
Hmm. He says, I have to watch the mean one. Yes, if you can check it out, definitely do it. Stephen Lamort was awesome to talk to. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah, really
Um,
great.
yeah, we weren't so big on the film. It's definitely one that after the interview, we want to definitely go back and take a look at it. Maybe look at it with some fresh eyes. Like at least I can speak for myself when I say this, but like my excitement level for that movie was like super high. And, in my review, I did state that, one of my biggest turnoffs from it was the CGI blood, but now kind of getting the understanding of they were trying to make something that was a little lighter, a little bit more audience friendly, as like kind of like what he described it as a Hallmark movie for horror fans. And that's literally the exact vibe the film goes for. So it's one of those things where I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely give that more of a reappraisal and just see what they say. And then he says, did he say when it's streaming on? No. So they were going, it was originally going to start streaming, I believe, on the 18th of
Mm-hmm.
December. But then with it doing so well, it got extended a week. And then it actually just got extended again. So the mean one is going to be playing through Christmas, which is
Yep.
exactly what he was hoping for. He said that in our interview. And we're really happy for him on that. I meant to put the post up on our Instagram, so I'll have to do that.
It's getting a lot of buzz. So I mean, regardless of how you end up feeling about that film, it's great that it's getting that theatrical run like it is. And I mean, that opens up the doorway for a lot of small time horror, things that are really independent, things that you don't think are
Mm-hmm.
really going to see the light of day in terms of the theater and are going to go straight to streaming, but now they're getting life here, it's like after Terrifier 2, and really setting the course there now, the mean one. I mean, who knows what 2023 is going to bring?
Yeah, and speaking of Terrifier 2, it's only a few days away now till Steelbooks and 4K start dropping for that flick. So
I still don't know which one I'm getting yet.
neither do I, man. I think I'm gonna get the Steelbook. I might do my old habits of getting the Steelbook and keeping it wrapped, and then
Yeah.
getting the 4K. I don't know. We'll have to see what I end up with. If I was still working at a video store, I would just wait for a cheaper copy to come in on
Yep.
4K and then buy it and then keep the disc. And then I'd put that in my Steelbook because that's ultimately what I'd like. But it's not even that badly priced. Like from everything I've seen, it's still hovering. Like even the 4K, I think is only like $22. So
It's not bad at all.
mm-hmm. All right. Oh, you want to watch it on Christmas Day? Yeah, I would hope so, brother. I'd hope that you'd be able to get to see it. Maybe go see if it's at a Regal near you guys. You can go check it out.
Yeah, if it's a short drive, I recommend it.
Yeah. Aiden's favorite superhero is the Incredible Hulk. Hey, I'm a big Hulk fan myself. I'd probably say Iron Man or Spider-Man are my favorites Marvel-wise. DC, I'm pretty basic. I just love my Batman. So, Luke, you got any favorite heroes over there?
I'm a Star-Lord fan.
Yeah, you like the
I think he's
Guardians,
great.
huh?
Yeah, I'm a huge Guardians in general fan. I think I don't know that much about Moon Knight. I did watch, the Disney Plus series, and I thought it was rather interesting. I just like the concept of the character, so that's another one for me. Captain America. I mean, obviously, I can't go wrong there either.
Oh yeah, and then I'm going. Actually, I'm taking it all back. I'm going the bombastic Bagman.
Oh, there you go.
So gotta love that. Yeah, one of my my favorite new additions to my collection there. He's going up on my little Spider-Man shelf over there. Pretty soon here, I got to rework some of that. And then also my little. I showed Luke these usually before we start, but I've just had them sitting there. And then Spider Ham. So I've had a couple of good Spider-Man editions.
He's obsessed.
Oh yeah, mine is Moon Knight and Villain Joker. Ooh, villains. I'm gonna say Joker for sure on the DC side. No, actually, I'm gonna go Mr. Freeze on the DC side. I like him a lot. Like his story. And then I'm gonna say Thanos on the Marvel side. I like him a lot.
Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little too purple for me.
Oh, you like Grimace, but you don't like Thanos. Has Luke seen your
He's a
videos?
taste bud.
Luke, have you checked out El Rayo's channel?
Did he put on new videos?
He's put out videos. He puts out shorts pretty
Oh
consistently.
yeah, I've seen the ones at least. I know when he did the video for us and everything like that. I know I checked out his channel then. I don't know if he's put up new content. No, I've yet to see it then, but I will sashay my way on over there if there's new stuff.
There was the ones that I saw recently were there was one from a few weeks ago. It was oh, why am I forgetting the character's name? From Mortal Kombat. Scorpion. Yeah, he did one on Scorpion. It was titled like Hanzo, I believe. Just showing off some of the work there. He did some stuff for Scream. He did some stuff for Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's mostly shorts. So if you don't end up on the shorts on YouTube, if you don't check those out, because I scroll through the shorts from time to time,
of course.
You'll see that. And then I think there was one about Evil Dead. Am I right? Did you do one on the images from Evil Dead Rise?
No shit.
Yeah, here, let me pull them up. Some new looks of Evil Dead. Yeah, that's what I saw. Yeah, so he did do some new looks of Evil Dead Rise there, pulling up some of the photos. All good stuff. And then he was asking like, who's your favorite character? Yeah, so yeah, he does like the little smash cuts and stuff where he's putting them all together like that,
perfect.
getting a little pimped out on the channel. Yeah, no, all good stuff. Like, definitely think the shorts game is strong there for sure, El Rayo. I mean, obviously you've gained quite a bit of subscribers from it. So it's like your strengths lie there for sure. I mean, your Predator one here is 1.2K, and then you got one here that has, I think it's the Michael versus Jason is 1.6. So like you've got some big ones on there for sure. So definitely keep doing what you're doing, brother, because like you'll get there for sure. Yeah, and then once you I'd say once you can get yourself, like if I were you as just like a small time content creator, for like birthdays, or if you do like any kind of money work for like yard work or anything for money in the summer, and you really want to get serious about video making, is just save some cash, get like a little video camera, or even just a webcam with a decent computer, maybe like your home computer if you guys have one, and just start making content that way. And then you could do reviews and things like that, because then that'll definitely set you apart. And there's a ton of free programs. Obviously, I forget what it was. It was like whatever the program you're using now works, and then there's all kinds of stuff you can use to really up your game there. And then as you get older, you can learn how to use like Premiere Pro and stuff like that, which is what we work out of. We work out of the Adobe suite primarily. So. And shit, even we're still learning stuff.
Oh yeah, technology's ever changing. So I mean, yeah, jump into it, man. We'll support you. So just dive right in and see what you get.
Oh yeah, because I just figured out a real easy way to cut out images, and I've been doing it the hard way this whole time. And Luke was like, "Oh, you didn't know how to do that?" And I guess before that, I knew more about Photoshop than he did. I guess what we assumed, but I guess I was wrong. So
I got Dylan pretty good on that one. What a loser.
I know, I'm a nerd. But alrighty, I think that brings us to the end of the stream here. I do got to get up there, check on my kiddo and my wife, make sure she's doing okay. And I'm sure Luke's got to go check out his kiddo there. Play Christmas music.
See what's going on down there.
But yeah, that was a fun time. I definitely enjoyed this. This was good. I'm glad that you got to re-experience JackFrost. We had a lot of great people pop in with Clutter, of course, El Rayo coming in here, keeping it with us through the entire stream.
Our close-knit community here that I always love.
Absolutely.
It's great to watch these films. It's even better to get to talk to everyone on this and just touch base and, answer time questions and kind of just get into those discussions of, horror movies, horror posters, all this stuff. So really fun time.
Oh yeah. And he says he's got a GoPro 8. Definitely a decent camera. GoPros are nice. I would definitely recommend getting something with a bit of a better microphone on it to start. But I mean, if that's what you got, you can make, lemonade with that. I don't know what the hell I was trying to say. There's some kind of nice sentiment. That'll work great for you. And of course, if you're just now popping in with us, we are wrapping things up. I will always join you guys. We appreciate that, El Rayo. Thank you so much. And then, of course, follow us on Splattercast Pod at Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, where we keep up with all the latest and greatest. And keep your eye out for our last couple videos over the next few days. We just had Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 5 drop this morning, doing really well. That was edited by the Mastercraft over here, Luke. He's put together the last few of those. They've been really nice. I've been enjoying them. And then I'll be dropping Silent Night, the remake, tomorrow. And then, of course, we have another big video coming to you guys on Christmas itself. And then that's pretty much it. I would say for 2022, we got another week coming in here. We'll probably have some good stuff coming your way then. We're going to probably try to wrap up a couple things. I know we still got to do that second part on the Halloween novelization. The holidays kind of kicked us out of that. We will get there. And then, of course, we are going to be hard at work getting some updates. We have an update video coming to you guys before the end of the year. And then, of course, we're going to kick things off right at the start of the year with our top 10 of 2022. So lots of fun stuff. 100%.
And, definitely kind of recalibrating a couple things, going to discuss what's coming in 2023, but you can bet there'll be a lot of these watch-alongs coming your way.
100%. Alrighty. And yeah, El Rayo saying have a good night. And then he also want to let us know that he follows us on Spotify. We appreciate that. We will definitely
Always.
be updating the Spotify here shortly. That's going to be a part of the update video. So keep an eye out for that, folks. Alrighty. Well, until then, have a Merry Christmas. Have a happy holidays, whatever it is you guys celebrate. Thank you for joining us. If you are not watching us live, but you wanted to watch the video and watch the little commentaries we went along with us, like, we appreciate it. And alrighty, until next time, I'm Dylan Newell.
And I'm Luke Janesco.
And remember, stay scared.